UTP has helped me become more zero fucks in the best way possible, put myself first. I am way more into my feminine. I've become so much more open to receiving. And consequently, I am getting so much more. The universe loves me. Like, this is no joke. Just want to say thank you, Nikki. It's a magical community. I mean, this just reminds you of why women should run the world.
I joined this program because I was struggling with a lot of things in my life, um, namely anxiety, figuring out my feminine energy, kind of doubting my worth. And coming out of it, I mean, I think I certainly have learned to prioritize myself more. Um, I mean, I'm a lot more clear on what I want, and I'm a lot more calm. One of my longtime friends who I hadn't seen in a while actually said to me, I saw him for the first time in a long time. He was like, Marcy, I really want to say, like, I admire you. You just seem so much calm and clear. And I've noticed like you're just different, which I didn't tell him I'm doing this program or anything. So that was really interesting. And I'm so grateful for this. I would do it again. I was hesitant to join because it was hard to understand like what could I gain from making a binder. But I understand now. And I really I want to continue the process and I don't want it to stop here. I need to keep the momentum going. So thank you, Nikki, for the community. Thanks for kicking my ass. And I really appreciate it.
I joined UTP. This is my second time. I miss you guys. I miss Nikki. I miss the work. I miss the accountability. And I don't know like how the change evolved more than I thought I already reached some sort of limit, but now it's just it extended beyond and I'm just every time I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh my God, it's so cool to kind of get to know yourself in a level where like I've never asked myself these questions, like why does Olga feel a certain way? Why the trust is I'm still learning the trusting the process, but it is so much easier and as I'm just sort of just breathing in itself and just being present and just experiencing whatever change. It doesn't matter whether it's good or bad, just the change itself is something I'm like, I've never thought I was able to do that before. But yeah, thankful. Thank you so much.
So they say third time is a charm. And I think it's so true. Like the more you do the work, the more the work becomes you. But I feel UTP is now just me and being a lot more conscious like of the way I speak to myself and the way I speak to others. I feel very calm. I don't feel as stressed out as I was over a year ago when I did my first UTP. And I really have a firm belief that I can only control what I can control. So things that may get thrown at me, if it's beyond my control, it will work itself out. And I can only do what I can do. And the small steps lead to bigger wins. I was on the fence of joining for a third time, and I'm definitely super, super glad I did. No regrets.
Has been such a huge help for me and to just live presently in the moment for today, for my family, for my fiance. Just appreciate life and live in this very moment, not an hour from now and not an hour ago. I definitely feel a peace and calming in my life that I did not feel before. And I do still think there's a lot of things for me to work on, and having the tools to be able to do that is really helpful.
I joined because I just felt stuck. I felt stuck in kind of where I was at in my life at the moment in many different aspects of my life. And I'd seen a counselor and I'd done some health programs, and I just felt like I didn't quite have the tools that I needed to get to where I wanted to be. And so I was really looking for tools to get in touch with myself, to really help define my own values and to get confident about making decisions that align with those values. And I feel like throughout this program, I have collected so many tools that I've gone back to so many times. And so I'm really grateful for that. I feel like it's a lot easier for me to be present instead of really stuck, kind of knowing what is the next step and how do I take the next step, I feel just really a lot more confident that I'm where I'm supposed to be and that things are just going to unfold as they're supposed to. And that if I'm present and I'm using the tools, that the universe has my back and that it will play out how it's supposed to. So I just feel a lot more flow, a lot more feminine. And that's just been a great outcome for me.
And I think the biggest goal was to look at the relationship with myself, to go deeper into myself, to heal that relationship, because I believe that everything comes out of that in a much better way afterwards. I feel very well equipped. I think for me, one of the big ones is especially setting boundaries and taking the consequences. So yeah, that's my journey so far, which will continue, but on a much better note than when I started this program.
Why I joined, this was my second round of UTP. I did the first round. It was such an awakening moment in my life of just the whole Siamese twin thing. Just settling that was like, it just shattered my world and it made it so much better. And so I wanted to do round 2 so that I could figure out, okay, what's the next step? What do I need to move further with? What I got out of it was this incredible sense of calm. And the trip to London just rocked my world. And I didn't know if I was coming or going or who I was or who I had been or who I'm supposed to be. I've come back into a place of peace and I know what I need to do and how I need to do it. So thank you.
This is my second time doing UTP, and my last round was kind of the bulk of my journey through like just so much battle with eating and weight and everything. And I felt like by the end I hit this amazing point, but I felt like I kind of just hit it. And I wanted to do a second round to kind of solidify everything. So I feel like now I really have UTP is just a part of me, and everything I learned, it's just kind of second nature as opposed to having to like kind of catalog through, okay, what do I do here? Like it just is what I do and how I live. And I feel like the second round did that for me. And I love all of you so much. Nikki, I love you so much. And thank you, everyone.
Then why I chose to join UTP. Very happy that I took the leap of faith and I joined this community, and obviously Nikki. I joined the program because I was struggling with my relationship with myself, specifically with my relationship with my body. I had a lot of doubts around my professional direction, etc. And the changes that I've seen are definitely a huge raise in my self-awareness. I have gained so much clarity around my professional direction, which I actually I don't know why I didn't expect it. I had that goal, but I kind of didn't expect to gain so much clarity around where I want to be. And I think I've gotten so used to having this container as a part of my life that I think it will be a huge adjustment to not have you, Nikki, and all the amazing women that I got to connect online and in person, which is amazing.
This is my third time doing UTP, but it was really amazing because I just had all of these new ideas that I had planted in myself. And then this round, the third one, is just incredible because it's a mix. I've been embodying it and doing the work and reaping the benefits. And it was just amazing to see. A lot of my personal relationships have shifted. I'm a lot closer to my family, my friends. I am seeing some tension, which I think is good, growing pains in my partnership with my fiance. And it's great because we have big leaps and that's to be expected. So I'm not fearful of that. I'm going to take it head on and plant new seeds in my relationship and watch them grow. So just so excited. Just thank you to all of you guys because couldn't do it without you. Really.
Blown away. I had no idea what to expect. Why I joined was because I wanted to get clarity on my purpose, and I had really not done anything for myself in so long. And holy smokes, I learned so much about myself and how I relate to others and how I react to certain situations. I used to be so much more reactive and take things personally. And now I'm like, oh no, that's them. This isn't about me. And I can really backpedal. Also, looking at how I am towards others, that was really tough for me, but transformative. I'm so grateful. Again, did not know what to expect. And I see why you do it multiple times, because now I'm like, oh, next time I would really tap into this. And I really want to dive deeper into this. So again, thank you all for sharing your stories and doing the hot seats, because it really is so important to the program and really neat to watch everyone transform too.
I was a bit confused prior to joining UTP. I had some, certain dynamics, relationships that I needed to heal from, or wanted to heal from. I will join UTP round 3 as well, because I'm really committed to my own self-development. And it all comes down to that, I would say. So yeah, thank you, Nikki, for providing us with this safe platform, and for the community. And thank you, everyone, for just joining and showing up and just opening up.
Why I joined UTP. I had been following Nikki for some time, listening to podcasts, following her Instagram, had thought about joining last year, didn't commit, the timing wasn't right. And this year it just sort of came to me at the right time. I was feeling, if I think about the circle of life, like in all areas of my life, it was just sort of like meh. I was so focused on just work and career. And even that felt like not exciting and not inspiring to me. And so I just said, like, I know I need changes in my life, and I know I'm sort of the problem, but I don't know how and my way out. And so that's really why I joined the program. It's been truly transformative. I said this to Nikki on our last coaching call this weekend, but the program and this community truly has changed my life, and I'm forever grateful for this community. And I can now confidently say, when I think about my circle of life, it's so much more radiant sort of throughout. So thank you.
I joined because I did OTP round 1, and it was truly magical and transformative for me. After I finished, I came here to Dubai, and this was one of my dreams for a really long time. I joined second round because I wanted to see what else could I discover and how I can further transform. Now I'm looking forward to round 3. Thank you all for the inspiration, being here, being open, vulnerable. I've learned a lot from you, even if I didn't manage to join all the calls.
Why I came to UTP, I was feeling very stuck. Nothing really brought me joy. I felt my creativity was gone. I do have a great relationship with my family and my boyfriend, but it was really just me and myself that I was struggling with. I'm super grateful for all the tools that I've been given, the ability to kind of talk to myself on a deeper level and really get that pen to paper. I would be happy to do this again, really commit and dive deeper for sure. And I also want to kind of say, feel free, or don't feel held back to share this UTP community with other people. Tell them to do it, tell it to sign up. I've shared it with a few people, and they're more than excited. And I just want to give a shout out to Deborah on the call, who actually told me to join, as she's my mother. So a little truth bomb drop there. We've held it from you all, but it's been great. And now we can hold each other accountable, and have deeper conversations together.